Okay, here we go. I believe we are live and connected. So, I hope you're all well. Hi, Human. Hi, VG. Hi, Roland. Hi, Renyard. Okay, so I'm going to continue with what I was doing last week. Hi there, Count Beauty. Perfect timing. As always, I love your timing. I think we probably have a lot in common. Hi, Cheyenne. And yo, left or right. Okay, so we were doing this thing about how a fruitcake helped Eamon de Valera escape Lincoln prison. Good evening, Jerry from Mexico, and Elizabeth, and Deepak. Hi, Deepak, great to see you. Okay, so let's see. This is about how Southern Ireland, or IRA, came into existence. Good evening, Martin. Good evening, Tato. So this is what actually from what we did last time. Eamon de Valera went on to become one of Ireland's most influential statesmen. But his politics were not the only thing that earned him a place in the history books. Exactly 100 years ago, he was also the mastermind of an audacious prison break involving cake, candles, and a cartoon on a postcard. The future president of Ireland was exercising in the yard at Lincoln Prison when he spotted his path to freedom, a door which led outside. In that moment, he hatched, this needs an ED, the simplest of plans to get a key and get out. Okay, so, hi Maruf, great to see you as well. So, lots of people coming in. Bang, bang, bang. That's really good. Okay. Yeah, it doesn't seem that YouTube is reacting very quickly. Okay, well, that's fine. So, I hope you're all well. I hope none of you have suffered this terrible virus, and I hope you're all safe. So, let's get down to the nitty-gritty. Yo, Vitali. Good evening, Abira. Great to see you. So, let's see. Straight in. Eamon de Valera had already served, performed, fulfilled, spent time for his involvement in the 1916 Easter Rising in Dublin. A series of violent clashes, crashes, brushes, skirmishes between Irish rebels and British forces over independence, which resulted in the deaths of 450 people, 250 of them civilians. So, let's see, Vitaly, Count Beauty, Cheyenne, Human go for served, and Renyard goes for served, and Elizabeth goes for served, VG goes for served, Maruf goes for served, and let's see, Vitaly goes for clashes, Cheyenne clashes, Count for clashes. Okay, so an overwhelming choice of served and clashes. Okay, served is the right answer. No, Jerry, it's served. Served. To serve time means to spend time in prison. Yeah? To spend time is just to pass time. But no, to serve time, to be in prison. Fulfill time, no, you fill an obligation. And to perform an action. Hello, extraordinary. Okay, who put, Roland put violent clashes. I like, put violent, clashes. Yes, everybody's going for clash. A clash is when there is a dispute or violence between two different groups. The protesters clashed with the demonstrators. Okay, crash is not the right answer. Clash very clearly is. Okay, left or right's going for skirmishes. Let's see. I think clashes and skirmishes fits very well. Good evening, Gabriel. Okay, so a brush. I had a brush with the law. I had a brush with somebody. It's an informal way of saying to have an incident happen, but it's not necessarily violent. And a brush is much less serious than 450 people killed. Yeah. A skirmish could also be a skirmish is a small battle, and clearly these were skirmishes between rebels and British forces. Although I think clash gives more an idea of confrontation, especially as more than half of these were civilian deaths. So the British were mostly shooting innocent people. Okay, so a skirmish is also more military, as a small military action. A clash is a confrontation of two different groups. Good evening, Manji. An altercation. An altercation is like a brush with the law. Like a brawl. Okay, yes, but clashes and skirmishes. I think a clash could be a brawl. A skirmish, there's definitely shooting as well. Have a brush with the law. Fall foul of the law. Those are really good examples, Vitaly. High vibes, great to see you. Good evening, Hadi. Served and clashes, absolutely. Okay, fulfill an ambition, fulfill a dream. That's very good, Roland. Okay, so let's write the correct answer in here. Clashes. Although I think skirmishes is also... No, a skirmish... Well, a skirmish... There was a skirmish outside the pub. It could be, but more commonly a skirmish is a small military action. There was a skirmish on the front line. Yeah. Most commonly, skirmish is there is firing as well, but we can use it metaphorically to mean a small fight or a brawl. Yeah, but I need an A here. But most commonly, it's that people get killed in a skirmish or injured. There's firing with it as well. Thank you, Deepak. Who is a skirmisher? Somebody who takes part in a skirmish. But for example, there are I think in the 19th century there were soldiers called skirmishers, and certainly a skirmish line was a military formation at the Battle of Waterloo for Wellington and people like that. Okay, so let's see. The passionate Republican, this is our friend here, had been reprieved, spared, pardoned, excused the death sentence, unlike 15 of his fellow rebellion leaders. And on his release the following year, he became the leader of, wait for the pronunciation of this, Sinn Féin. That S-I-N-N in Irish, Sinn Féin, an MP, Member of Parliament for East Clare. Okay, so let's see. Most of you are saying spared. Extraordinary's gone for excused, and Jerry has gone for pardoned. Okay, so most normally, let's look at this. And Anna G goes for spared. Good evening, Anna G. Abira goes for pardoned. Okay, so to excuse, I guess it would work, but it's not a good word for the death sentence. Can I be excused from gym class tomorrow because I've got to go to the dentist? Yeah. Can I be excused? I need the toilet. You're excused. Yeah. I accept your excuse. This is for something much, much less important. Okay. To reprieve. let's see, if somebody is sentenced to be executed, there can be a reprieve, which means they stop the execution going ahead, but that doesn't mean that the person has been pardoned. Yeah? Okay, so a reprieve means, no, we're not going to execute you right now. Yeah? Unfortunately, the passionate Republican had been pardoned. To pardon is when the president or the, I think pardon's mostly American. And I wouldn't use the death sentence after pardoned. I would just say the passionate Republican had been pardoned. Okay, so if you're pardoned, your offences don't exist anymore. So, yeah, rebellion equals revolt, absolutely vibes. And Bodhi goes for pardon, Renyard goes for pardon, Amin goes for pardon. Hi there, Amin. Tato goes for scared. Here. Okay. Shin. That's the pronunciation, left or right. Okay. Sinn Féin. Gaelic for we ourselves. Very good. Okay. Haddy goes for reprieved. Sinn Féin. That's the pronunciation. That's very good, left or right. Okay. Does reprieved only work at the 11th hour like a firing squad? Yes. Yes, Cheyenne. This is when the guy comes running in when they're about to shoot him or they're about to flip the switch and says, I've got a reprieve. It doesn't mean he's innocent and we're not going to do it. It just means we're not going to do it now. And that's the idea, Cheyenne. High energy. Okay. To be spared the ordeal of going to court. Yes, to spare is definitely the right answer. Good evening, Brent. Nice to see you. Thank you very much. 2 people on death row for murder have been reprieved. Okay, so they've got more time to try and prove their innocence. Pardon not transitive. Exactly. Normally he was pardoned. Very good energy. Good evening again, Pepax. Good to see you. Okay, so here the answer is spared. Yeah, he was spared, and this spared is like the emperor in the Colosseum going, yeah, he's going to live. To spare someone's life, that's a very good collocation, vibes. Good evening, Malem. Great to see you. Okay, so and whoops, let's just get this in the right place. Okay, to spare someone's life. Hi Nora, great to see you as well. Okay, the next one we got a double coming up. Okay, so yeah, to spare, not to punish. Yeah, to let somebody be innocent. To pardon is like to wipe the slate clean. To reprieve is only temporary. And to excuse is just about an excuse, which is much, much, much smaller. But in May 1918, as the British aspired, sought, pursued, quested to discredit de Valera's party, the Sinn Féin, and its military body, arm, hand, leg, the Irish Republican Army, IRA, the politician and 72 other leading Irish nationalists were arrested on contentions, affirmations, insinuations, allegations of abetting, conspiring, conniving, consorting with Germany. So this one's a much harder one. Okay, so we've got a vote for arm, we've got a vote for sort, 2 votes for sort. The senator, it's normally the emperor role and spares the gladiator's life. Elizabeth goes for pursued body allegations. Vibes goes for sort for the very first one. Manji goes for sort and body. Cheyenne, allegations, sort, allegations and conspiring. And Abira, sort and body. Vitalia goes on with allegations, conspire. Anna G goes for sort. Count goes for pursued military body. Nora goes for body allegations conspiring. What does it mean, heart sinking disappointment? Yeah, your heart sinks is when you're depressed. Yeah, you think something's going to be really good and your heart sinks. Your state of mental state sinks. Blah, 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 blah. So Ren goes for allegation. This is tricky, extraordinary. I quite agree. This is hard. Roland says sort. Renyard, sort and body. Tato, sort, body, allegations. Hair. And Abira, allegations and conspiring. Manji goes for allegations, conniving or conspiring. Hair. Extraordinary goes for quested. Attempted or to discredit. Yes, absolutely. Attempted to discredit is perfectly good, Brent. Okay, Human says sort, body, allegations. Roland, body. Energy goes for sort, although pursued does not sound so bad either. Gabriel, sort an arm. Reynard, allegations, conniving. Roland, allegations. Human, conspiring. Jerry, pursued arm, allegation, conspiring. Okay, so let me do these. Yeah, there are a lot here. Good evening, David Lutz. Great to see you. Okay, and in the first one, to aspire. You have aspirations for the future. This is what you hope to do. If you have ambitions, this is more aspired. He aspired to become a rock star. He aspired to become famous. To pursue is more to run after. I think the British government pursued a strategy to discredit. I think with pursued, I need some sort of direct object. A quest, this is like a quest for the Holy Grail. A quest is some sort of difficult expedition. Here, very definitely, sought. To seek to do something, yeah? To try to do it, to have the impression of doing it. So, David goes for pursued, sought out. To seek out is to look for, to try to find, David. Okay, Haddy, sought, body, conspiring. To abet, Jerry goes. To abet is normally to help a criminal. Yeah, aiding and abetting. I mean, pursue, hand, allegation, conspiring. Energy, body. Hair, Maruf, sought, body, allegations. Wow, thank you, David. That's incredibly generous of you. Wow. So I didn't read your answers left or right. Probably not. I just had an absolute flood of them. Let's see if I can find them left or right, because I've had about 300 answers here. So left or right said sort, body, allegations, conspiring. I think those are all right, left or right. Wow, thank you again, David. Okay, Ren. Well, there are always people asking questions, Pepax. So, Gabriel goes, sort, arm, allegations, conspiring. Hi, Adam, great to see you. I wouldn't think of disappointment, I would think with disappointment. I would say thinking of disappointment is just wrong. Good evening, Maria Mikkonen. Sort, body, allegations, conspiring. Okay, so here. And it's military arm. Okay, normally the military arm is one of the parts of the whole. Yeah, okay, it's military arm. Yeah, it's the military part, the army part of it. So the IRA is the military arm of Sinn Féin. Okay, they were 72 other leading Irish nationalists were arrested on. Okay, to contend is to argue that something is true. So if we're having an argument and I contend something different, I argue something different to you. Affirmations, to affirm is to repeat that something is true. insinuations. To insinuate is to suggest indirectly, whereas allegations, from the verb to allege, okay, these are allegations. You are accusing somebody of something, and allegations is the right idea. Okay, so they were arrested on allegations of abetting, conspiring, conniving, and consorting. So to abet is to give help, aiding and abetting a criminal. That would be, for example, hiding him or driving the getaway vehicle. To connive normally is to not act when you should, to act in conjunction with somebody else. I think conniving would work. Notice abetting with, no, abetting Germany. Conniving with Germany would work. To consort with is to spend time with. So he's consorting with unpleasant people or the wrong type. So the easy one here, conspiring. P-I-R-I-N-G. Thank you again, David. That's really kind of you. So let's see. And okay. Okay, so arm, body. Yes, in this case, the military body, but the military arm, the military section. Insinuation is a hint. Yeah? Your clothes look very tight on you. I'm insinuating you're fat. That's a good one. Vibes. A bone of contention. Yeah, this is something people argue about. Yeah? Okay, so yeah, contentions. People are contending, they're arguing in different ways. Wow, thank you, left or right as well. That's really kind of you. Okay, so thanks to David and thanks to you, left or right. Okay, we normally aid and abet, particularly in English. The crime is aiding and abetting a criminal. It's helping the criminal, but not actually taking part in the crime itself. Alleged appearance in Germany. Okay, yeah, to allege that something's true. You say that it's true, but you claim it's true, but you don't prove it. Pepax, the author contends that this argument is warranted. Absolutely, that's good. That's good, Pepax. Thank you again, David and Leferite. The brunt, the hard bit, the major part. So I don't know. He always bears the brunt of my anger. He's the person I shout at. We've done the brunt of the hard work, the major part. Okay, 3 politicians are accused of conniving with some criminal organizations. Here, conniving. Conniving also implies in secret as well. Conspiring is the right word. Yes, conspiring is the right word, Anna-G, although I think conniving would work. Yeah, I think this is more to conspire to help. I've got the idea that if you call somebody conniving, it's also insulting as well. Yeah. Okay, so the NHS took the brunt of the pandemic. It's absolutely true. And good evening, and Abuma. Okay, so I better turn it to the next one. Yeah, that was a lot of words there, but these are all good words for you to learn. Okay, so yeah, they were conspiring with Germany. There were allegations of conspiring with Germany. I think conniving also fits, but it's my second choice. Yeah, I don't think there's anything wrong with conniving either. Okay, so let's continue. Some were sent to jail in Usk in Monmouthshire. Okay, I think that's in Scotland. While others, including de Valera, were packed off packaged off, parcelled off, cartoned off to Lincoln. Yeah. So it's great to have you with us. Abuba's the name. Conspiring with, conspiring against. Yes, both of those. So they conspired with Germany against Great Britain. Yeah, with or against, both work. So here we've got some different things here. So Vibe says packed off. Elizabeth says parcelled. Vitaly says pack. Butter no parsnips. It means they're no good. So fine words, butter no parsnips. They don't do anything. They're totally ineffective. Fine words, you can say good things, but they don't actually have any real effect. So left for right goes packed off. Count goes packed off. Okay. Cheyenne, Human, Jerry, Mlem. Say packed. No. To insinuate can have many any connotation you wish. The British tend to insinuate rather than say things. Good evening, Sherwin. Great to see you. You go for packed, and Pepax goes for packed for some reason. Okay, Nora goes for packed. Maruf, Filani, and in Wales. Yeah, you're right, left for right. Monmouthshire in Wales, not in Scotland. That's my bad. Bodie goes for packed off. Renyard goes for packed off. Roland saying parcelled off. Abira packed off. And Maria Micklin packed off. Okay, Haddy goes for parcelled off. I swearography, absolutely. It's a pleasure to have you, Abuba. Okay, so Adam goes for pack off. So let's see. To carton off doesn't exist. Notice this is a phrasal verb. To parcel off is to separate into separate units. So the land was parcelled off into 3 building plots. To package off, no, I don't think this works as a phrasal verb. But to pack off, to send away. My wife and I went for a week's holiday, and we packed my kids off to their grandmother. Yeah, to pack off, to send away. The kids were packed off to school. To send away suddenly and abruptly, maybe for a long time. Okay? To pack off, this is a phrasal verb, and I'm certain I've got a video on it. So, everybody's going for packed off, yeah. To pack off, to send away, yeah. Here, the prisoners were packed off to Lincoln. They were sent away suddenly, yeah. Okay, so, let me just get the next one here. Okay, to pack off, to send away. My company packed me off to Japan. They got rid of me. He was packed off to the provinces. How embarrassing that about Monmouthshire. Look at it. Is we are English is one possibility. I swear by English, another possibility. I say bad words in English as well. It's just a mass of possibilities. Okay. Lincoln Prison, an stunning, eye-catching, staggering, imposing building to the east of the city centre, opened in 1876, and in its 46-year history there had not been a single escape. 46 years from 1872 to 1918. Okay, so we've got definitely a variation. We've got Vitaly and Amin and Abira going for imposing. Elizabeth, Gabrielle, vibes, Filani, going for stunning. Count goes for stunning as well. Here. Yes, you were packed off to your grandmother's. Absolutely. I got packed off to my grandmother's as well, Roland. Yeah. Okay. So, Roland goes for imposing. There are stunning people out here. Yeah, there are stunning people in this thing. Renyard the Fox goes for imposing. Jerry goes for stunning. Maroof goes for imposing. Left or right, imposing. Tato goes for stunning. Ask your question, VG. Anna goes for stunning. Nora goes for stunning. Okay. To discredit. Yes, to remove the validity or merit of something. That's a very good description, Sherwin. Human goes for imposing. Ren, eye-catching. Maria goes for eye-catching as well. Malem, imposing or stunning. Does there in this where? No. Okay. Okay, where I would put where there has not been. The word where is missing. Where there had not been a single mistake. So you could actually put in here where. But that's an added. So what about the difference between these? Okay, if something is staggering, it's amazing. So, I don't know, the Petronas Tower is staggeringly high. The bill was staggeringly large. To stagger is, when you stagger, you can't walk properly, as if you're stunned or drunk. So, amazing would be staggering. Normally something that's staggering, wow, that is staggering, that's incredible. Something that's stunning is something that's really beautiful. And if you look at the photo, I'm not sure it's very beautiful. Notice, normally staggering and stunning, these are both positive words. She is stunningly beautiful. He is stunningly intelligent. Something that's eye-catching catches your eye because it looks really interesting. So I would say all of these three, stunning, eye-catching and staggering, are more positive. Imposing, something that's imposing, it provokes fear within you. It builds an idea of fear. Yeah? And the right answer here is imposing. He's a very imposing person. He forces his character on you. So this building, it's producing fear within you. So well done, Manji. Okay, so VG, here's your question. Fight with, fight against, and fight. I think they're all the same, VG. I fought with my brother. I fought against my brother. I fought my brother. I think that there is no real difference, VG. I think you can use them independently. Okay, I love your example, left or right. Packed off to Timbuktu. Yeah, stunning is a bit too positive, absolutely. Stunning doesn't collocate with a prison. It's got to be imposing. It's frightening. Woo. Yeah? Lincoln Prison is deluxe. No, it's imposing. It's built to frighten people, you know, who go in and they're never going to come out. It's probably a very good bit of late Victorian architecture, but that's different. So, Adam, no, it's stunning. I'll stay grounded with my choice, come what may. Okay. The three first words are synonyms to beautiful, so all of them don't fit. That's the idea, Renyard. Imposing. Overwhelming. Imposing is better than overwhelming. Yeah? Sinister. I like sinister. Sinister or imposing. Okay, so yeah, this is imposing. Who are you fighting? Who are you fighting with? Who are you fighting against? It works in all of them. Okay, so let me put the next one up. Okay, the next one actually doesn't have a question in it. Yeah. So the next paragraph is not imposing. When it appears, I'm just going to read it. Okay, so let's see. And here we go. Fearing a... No, it's not there yet. There it is. Fearing a delegation to the US was about to tell the Americans that Ireland would be satisfied to remain partly under British control, de Valera was desperate to break out. Okay, so de Valera wanted the whole of Ireland independent, but the British did another of these things where they draw lines on a map and say, well, the Catholics are in the south and the Protestants are in the north. It's a bit like the partition of India and Pakistan as well. Okay, so no, it wasn't a good... De Valera really wanted to get out because he didn't want to accept a deal where only part of Ireland was made independent. Okay. Resort perforce too. Okay, I guess. Enact a law means to make a law legally, to make it legal. So in Spain, when a law is published in the official state newspaper that's published every day, then it is enacted. It becomes real. It becomes valid. What followed was a plot so bold, so dauntless, so rash, so spunky. De Valera's grandson, Eamon described it as alike to, akin to, analogous to, corresponding to Andy Dufresne's escape in the 1994 film The Shawshank Redemption. Good film, only it really happened. Having spotted the door in the exercise yard, de Valera's next step was to find a key. So, let's see, what have we got here? Okay, lots of people like this word bold. And Wren goes for analogous, Count Beauty goes for alike, Malem goes akin, Leforite goes for akin, and Vitali says something important, akin to. So, I'm going to give you a clue here. Roland goes akin to. As alike to, no. Normally you take two things are alike, yeah? So the escape was, from Lincoln and the Shawshank Redemption are very alike. Okay, so Elizabeth goes for rash, and Roland goes for akin to, Renyard bold and analogous, Jerry bold and analogous, vibes akin to, vibes similar to, absolutely, dauntless for Abira, dauntless and akin to, for Nora, Sherwin goes for dauntless and analogous, Tattoo goes for dauntless and alike, and Manjira bold and akin to, Anna G bold and akin, Human bold and akin, Haddy spunky and analogous, Abira akin to, Elizabeth corresponding to, tongues of fire. Maria Mickenham passes. Okay, I'm not surprised at people passing because it's really difficult. Akin, of similar spirit, character, and notice Malem, akin to. Okay, so let's see. Let's use this. This first one. Spunky. Okay, if somebody's spunky, they're very brave, bold, and dauntless. But it's too informal. Spunky is an informal word. This is a newspaper article, and he's using fairly formal words, so I'm not happy with spunky. Okay, so let's see. Yes, I agree with what you just said there, Vitaly. It's very good. I agree that analogous is too formal. Yeah? Whereas spunky is too informal, analogous is too formal. Bold, dauntless, and rash are about people and plans. So rash, well, either a rash, you've got something on your skin that is really itchy, but rash, if you do something rash, you do it without thinking. Yeah, you act too quickly. Don't be rash. Stop and think. It was very rash of me to flick two fingers at the boss. Okay, rash, to act too quickly without thinking and get into trouble. So let's see, I think both bold and dauntless appear. Yeah, let's see, I think if somebody is dauntless, it's normally the idea is it's very difficult to stop them from doing it. Nothing can hold them back. Whereas bold has the idea of brave. I think they both fit, but I'm much happier with bold. Yeah, whoops. So a bold plan, it's a good word. I think maybe dauntless is a bit posh as well. Yes, thank you for putting that back, Vitalia. I like it. Bold and akin to those. That's good, Adam. Paul Asante, bold and analogous. Rash, hasty decision, good vibes. Daring, audacious, absolutely. Daring, audacious, bold. You're dauntless, nothing puts you off. A rash can break out. Yeah, I've broken out in a rash. You've been touching poison ivy. Yeah, rash, you precipitate, you act too fast. You must be bold and brave in order to escape, absolutely. But if people are standing in front of you blocking your way, then you need to be dauntless and carry on ahead regardless, which might be rash as well. So Ren or Pepak says we're all akin to each other. Yes, in out kin. Rash, to act on impulse, that's very good. Rash is also about allergies, but it has two different meanings, Maria. So, Jose Luis Perez Plaza, Parso. Okay, and... Okay. Iowa goes for passionate. So you're right at the beginning, Jose Luis, pardoned. So, to pardon is normally takes an object. Yeah, he was spared, Jose Luis. Rash driving, yeah. Rash driving causes accidents, Manji. Absolutely. So, let's do this one as well. Whoops, I've come down here. Okay, so alike. Alike doesn't fit. You say two different things are alike. And also alike to doesn't collocate. Corresponding. Well, this piece corresponds to this group, and this piece corresponds to this group. Appropriate, goes with. So no, I think both akin to and analogous to are okay. Analogous to in the same way, it fits, but I think analogous is probably slightly too formal. Okay, akin to. So this is akin to that. These two things are similar. They're in the same way. Yeah? The twins are very much akin to each other. Translating when you're trying to speak English is akin to trying to swim in treacle or in thick jam. Promote. Promote, to take to a higher level. Yeah? To propagate, to make easier, to push behind, to support. Yeah? I would like to promote friendship and well-being among people. I would like to promote you to the head of the department. Akin it is, absolutely. Akin is the answer. Akin to. I I don't know, maybe I might say that, yeah, the language in Galician is akin to Portuguese. Yeah, it's very similar, particularly in the pronunciation. Okay, they're very similar. Okay, his Catholic background had led him to act, function, operate, toil as a server in the prison chapel, where he spotted the chaplain's set of keys. Waiting until the chaplain's back was turned, he wasn't looking, the prisoner made an impression of this crucial piece of equipment using a wedge of wax he had collected from the chapel candles. Okay, so to act as a server, to function as a server, to operate as a server, to toil as a server. Okay, so we've got a landslide vote for act with kin is family. Yes, my mother and her kin, absolutely. So Pepax goes for toil. Okay, so I'm going to shoot you down in flames immediately, Pepax. To toil is hard work, and I think maybe a server in the prison chapel helping the priest is easy. Sherwin goes for act. Tattoo goes for act. Wow, Renyard goes for act. So, okay, to function. I'm going to shoot you down again. Galicia's got incredible seafood left, right? You should see the stuff I eat. Sorry. So to function as server, I guess it might work, but it's not a good word. Let's see. To function is to work. This piece will function. I function as a machine. Yeah, function is much more to do with machines. To operate as, no, you don't operate as. An operative operates. No, operate is the doctor doing an operation. So to act as you all said. Okay, so to act as. Yes, and we've got 1,000,000 for act. Yeah. Isa, that's an S in Greek, isn't it? Okay, says function, so no Isa, it's going to be act, to act as. Yeah, to have the role of, to act as. Okay, so to act as something, he is acting as the liaison for the police. Okay, so yes, Sherwin, absolutely act. Okay, function can't be used about people. You can use function for people, but it's more normal for machines. Okay, he functions as an aid. He functions as a help. Function is talking about the description of a role. Okay, you can use it about people vibes. Okay, so I cannot function without you. Don't leave me. Absolutely, that's very good. So, we've got lots of different ones here. We've got fellow, associate, fellow, and Vitali goes for play, Vibes goes for fellow, Count Beauty for ploy, Human for fellow, Vibes, a ploy is a ruse. Those are both really good words, Vibes. Amin goes for fellow, ploy, Anna G for fellow, Maria for, Manji, sorry, for fellow, Tato for associate, Abira for associate employ, and Marina Mouse for fellow, and Roland goes for ploy. Okay, so let's see. This word comrade and his comrade. Well, if de Valera and his men were communists or extreme left wing, then comrade would be a suitable word, or maybe his comrade in arms. But here it doesn't fit very well. A partner is a business partner, and an associate is somebody you work with. But here the right word is fellow. Fellow, so my fellow teachers, the other people who are peers, they're my peers, they do the same thing, my fellow teachers. So yeah, your fellow students are giving me lots of answers. Hey, complice, absolutely, David Lutz. Yeah. Okay, so the first one is fellow. And then, so I haven't read all of this. The next problem de Valera and his fellow revolutionaries faced was how to get it, this piece of wax, to the IRA. With their letters scrutinized, inspected carefully by prison guards, they came up with a wheeze, ploy, trick, stratagem to send the dimensions on a postcard. A wheeze is a joke. So my first comment, yes, vibes, absolutely, is all of these words probably fit. The biggest question is, which of them did they use? So we got ploy, trick, ploy and stratagem from Anna. Ploy is like a sly plot. Sherwin goes for fellow and ploy. Fellow is good. Ploy we're still looking at. Wee means very small, Abuba. Okay? He's a wee lad. He's a wee boy. Small. Yeah. So Adam goes for comrade and trick. So the first one, Adam, is fellow. Yeah. Brothers in arms. Yeah. Comrades. Absolutely. We free men. Little men who are free. Ren. So Paul Ashanti goes for fellow stratagem. Stratagem's too big a word, I think. I like that comment, Anna G. Yes, I think stratagem, it's a bit formal and a bit complex. A stratagem, let's see, if you're playing chess, maybe you use a stratagem. Yeah, a specific set of ways to act. Okay, a wheeze is a joke. Yeah, but a wheeze is also a way of doing something with a trick. Wheeze is very, very informal. I've got a wheeze to get out of gym class today. Okay, so a wheeze, no. This sounds like posh, informal English. He came up with a wheeze to steal the teacher's bike. So a wheeze is like a joke or a technique or a ploy or a trick or a stratagem. So wheeze is too informal and stratagem is too formal. That's very good. So now we're down to ploy or trick. And I think they both, yeah, stratagem's too posh. Scheme works very nicely. Okay, so a ploy, a ruse, and a trick is more open. So comrade is related to communism. Yeah, yes, exactly. That's very good. A wheeze up one's sleeve. Yeah. Okay. His comrade workers. Yes, it can be. I think it could work as an adjective, but it's not very common. So, to tell you the truth, I'm not sure which of these they used. I think they probably used the word a ploy, but I think ploy and trick are both valid. So I'm going to go, or is it a trick? I think I'm going to go with trick. But notice, I'm in between, and I think all of you who've used ploy or trick, I think you can argue for either word perfectly validly. Okay, so ploy and trick in that case. I'm going to put ploy as well, P-L-O-Y. Yeah, a ploy is a ruse, and this was a ploy. Okay, so let me just get the link, Spasiba, Ren. Yes, spasiba, that's good. A bit of Russian showing. Ochin priatna. So, yes, you got that. Isa. Yeah, I would say your name is Isa. That's how I would say it. So, ploy and trick. I'm going to accept both of them. Okay, so the next one. Fellow prisoner Sean Milroy was put to the task and drew a cartoon of a drunk man trying to fit a large key into a tiny keyhole on what appeared to be a harmless Christmas card. The proofreaders were hoaxed, defrauded, duped, cheated. The image sent to their associates was, in fact, a copy of the impression taken by de Valera. To proofread, I don't know. I'm going to put the censors, because normally, to me, to proofread means you proofread a book to check that it's correct. Yeah, you check it for errata and mistakes. Okay, so the censors were hoaxed, defrauded, duped, cheated. This is okay, and this is causing different answers. So Vitalia goes for hoaxed, and Camillo goes for duped. Nora goes for hoaxed. Leferite goes quali, and I don't know what he means. Roland goes for hoax. Aisha. Okay, thank you, Aisha. Thank you very much indeed. I will remember that. Let me write it here and I won't forget it. Aisha. Okay. Malem goes for dupe. Jerry goes for hoaxed. And Ren. Konnichiwa desu. Human goes for duped. Anna G goes for duped. Abira goes for duped. Count goes for cheated. Renyard goes for duped. Abuba goes for duped. Aisha goes for cheated. Sherwin, difficult choice, but he goes with duped. And Renyard. Okay, impression in this context. Okay, but notice they took the key and they took a piece of wax and they pressed the key into the piece of wax. And then they took it out and they put it back in the chaplain. And here in the wax they have an impression. They then measured this impression and drew it exactly on the piece of paper. Someone else is up at night like you. Okay, so Paul goes for duped. Tato goes for duped. He, along with his friends, plays football. Okay, Amin goes for cheated. Leferite goes for fooled, which definitely fits, or hoaxed. Marina Mouse goes for cheated. Ren goes for cheated. Leferite, fooled, duped again. Fooled definitely. We'll see about duped in a second. Adam goes for hoaxed. And Maria goes for hope. Manji goes for... So Maria goes for duped. Manji goes for duped. Ozan goes for duped. If there's an SH sound in Greek, I know there's a ch. So, and Carolina goes for duped. Abuba goes for duped. Kawali is in the dictionary, Japanese for cute. Defrauded. Okay, so, hoax. A hoax is when you pretend that something is real. A bomb hoax. They rang the authorities and said there was a fire. It's a hoax. So to hoax is to play a trick on somebody, to get somebody to believe that something is real when it's not. Yeah? But the censors were hoax. No. When you hoax somebody, you play a trick, you trick them, you fool them. Yeah? A hoax is something that is not real. The message turned out to be a hoax from my friend. It wasn't really from that beautiful girl. Okay, to defraud, this is talking about to cheat, but to commit fraud. He did the accountant defrauded £20,000 from the company. To cheat, the censors were cheated. I suppose it fits, but to cheat is not to play by the rules. And here the right answer is duped. Maybe COVID really is a hoax, I don't know. Okay, so to dupe, to trick, yeah, to make somebody believe something, yeah. So when you have a hoax, when you hoax somebody, you dupe them into believing something false is real. But to dupe, to trick, yeah, he was duped by some people who were trying to defraud him. To dupe, absolutely. To me, to dupe as well is probably a bit American. To hoax, normally is when you get somebody really upset and really agitated, yeah. And then you tell them no, it was just a joke. It wasn't real. Hoax I don't like. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, and that I think is probably enough for today. So the censors were duped. I duped the teacher into believing that the dog ate my homework. Okay, we're going to stop here. Okay, so thank you very much indeed, all of you, for coming. You've been a wonderful group. Thank you, David Lutz. Thank you, Leferite, for your donations. It's been incredibly kind of you. Hoax doesn't, I don't like hoax vibes. To hoax is to get somebody really excited about something. But here, you want it to pass so that nobody notices it. Yeah? If you hoax somebody, you get them really excited or really upset or emotionally strong, a strong feeling. And here, to dupe, here they just don't notice it. Yeah, to defraud is talking about crime. To cheat, well, cheat, I think you all know. So, stop the presses. Enough for today. You've been a brilliant group. I'm going to leave the chat open for a while after I stop, so that you can chat amongst yourselves. So, first thing to do is I'm going to take my voice out. So, I will see you all next week. Thank you all for coming. It's been great to see this participation, and you've been a really great group as always. Thank you.